and your game's back to normal. So yeah, I like the fact that you have such strong drafts from both teams. NiP, Bounty Hunter, Saberlight. This team has shown so many times how you give this man Bounty Hunter. Sure, your first 15-20 minutes might be a bit shaky, might be a bit aggressive, but you get that ag, you turn it around, and then suddenly you're out of net worth, you've got no gold, and yeah, the game's in a really good position. So yeah, I'm just NiP and Bounty Hunter. You love to see it.
Yeah, they've been playing it really well. They've been moving around it. They always drafted solidly around it. Though I don't feel like other teams actually addressed the Bounty Hunter ever. They were always like, okay, we are gonna destroy them in lanes, and then they just feed a few kills, and bam, NiP is back in the game. So against Bounty Hunter, you really want something like an Earthshaker is okay, actually. You want something like a Tiny, something that can actually stop the advance, that does burst damage to him, and then he has to back off. He cannot track your own whole team. Whereas if you're just running around the fight, tracking your own team, it doesn't matter where on the map you are, what you're doing, how many wards you have, because they see everything that you do, and thus they can play the team fight better. So I feel like you need to address the Bounty Hunter. You need something that actually does burst damage. You don't need to kill him, but like get his HP low enough so that he cannot run around and be like, oh, you can't kill me, I'm just gonna provide vision to the entirety of my team.
Yeah, I like the another thing, quickly touching on the Bounty one last time, I think, is the fact that you have the obviously True Sight against Weaver. If it is a core Weaver, he's always going to have like an awkward game because you don't really buy any Dispel in the game. And also think about the pacing that you set with an Earthshaker pick. I think Secret demonstrated how you can have high pacing with it, but that again was, I think, based off of their ability to play off their cores. If OG can draft like that, then it's going to be very strong. But in general, there's not that instant pressure from, we can collapse at your tower early on, we're going to be aggressive, make you make the first moves right now. Of course, there's more picks to go. But in general, yeah, I think it's very solid. An early Quap, actually. This, I think, Alliance actually was the one team that ran the Quap in the offlane once, actually. They drafted it early in the hope to bait out some classic picks, for example, DK, and then they just flexed it to offlane. I don't think that game went too well for them, but just the concept of draft was there, and especially when you have this Shaker. If it is a support Shaker, like maybe, of course it will be, sorry, God, that was terrible. Because it is a support Shaker, he just finishes the wave, unlocks that lane, and the Quap should be able to play offlane, potentially.
Yeah, once she gets level 2, she'll be fine, though.
Yeah.
Though I think that they would like to play it mid, obviously. On the other hand, NiP, they have 2 supports. They have a Bounty Hunter. We saw them flex the Bounty Hunter to position 1 as well. Now, we'll see. I think they can show their mid right now, or do some flex pick, because then OG, you don't want them to know where the Bounty Hunter is going, because you can like answer with like a troll or something along those lines, carry that actually deals well with the bounty in the lane, and then okay, they go with the Treant.
I said this is actually a really good Rubik game now. Like literally every spell you want to steal, and then they pick the Supreme Puck. Okay.
So wait, in OG, who's gonna be playing the Shaker? Who's gonna be playing the Treant? It's gonna be a 4 Shaker.
I'm expecting it just to be.
Oh,
it's OG, right? You got 7 in the team.
Yeah.
So the potential offlane tree. You got the mid Quap, and then the 5 Earthshaker with the potential for Weaver. But again,
or
like,
the other
whole
way
point
around.
here is it's so flexible, right?
Yeah,
like
you can't.
It's For
NiP
though, you actually have the fact that they ran Bounty Hunter carry in one game. Normally we like jump on the Saberlight train, but they actually put it in the position 1 draft role already. So now they actually have this double flex as well with them, where Puck could easily be mid or offlane, and the Bounty could easily be offlane or carry. But they have to now pretty much reveal where everything's going because they don't have last pick. So it's cute, but.
So it's like OG get to do what they always do, right, and keep everyone guessing to the moment. NiP's tried to do that, but they've already given a bit away. You a fan of this?
It's a classic combo with the Coddle because, of course, you have the Chakra, you always have meta up. The issue is the laning phase is a big concern. You've got Tree, naturally a big lane dominator. Sure, you got the Coddle for the blinding light, but it's like that pressure. You have Quap mid, makes those moves. You're always going to feel under a little bit of pressure from this lineup, and especially because you have last pick on OG. I think a classic thing that can go wrong in these drafts is if you have a core that has to jungle, you take away that safe lane tower, you unlock the jungle and you put pressure there, it's really hard to deal with it. And now they pick Arc Warden, which is the age-old classic counter to Terrorblade. How Terrorblade wants to play, even if he has good farm, he moves from objective to objective with meta up, trying to pressure. Arc Warden, he puts down the dome, prevents the right click coming in, delays the game long enough that TB can never really kill Arc. Like, OG have pretty much got the we can bunker down and play out a 2-hour-long game if we have to. Like, this is pretty much what their draft is.
Okay,
But you guys wanted a good game and a long game. There you go.
This
There's
was
a
smart
bar.
from OG, actually, because you have the Terrorblade, you need something that beats him in the late game, otherwise you're going to be running at NiP's jungle, trading kills with the Bounty Hunter, losing the game. So they go for a super late game hero, and now their heroes are actually going to be protecting this guy. I hope so. And then you just take the tier 1 towers and just farm the map, trade farm, and never go into NiP side of the map, fight on your terms. Smart choice. Do I believe in the Arc Warden against the Bounty Hunter? I'm gonna have to say no, because I haven't seen much of Arc Warden lately, and there's definitely a reason why spammers of this hero are not going for it.
Honestly, I think that's my concern, I think, for OG, that even though you have the Arc VTB, it is the fact that, like Harry Freak just said, it's the Bounty Hunter. If you get the track onto the real Arc Warden, if he's not playing super defensive off his clone, you then have the puck, which as soon as you hit call on this Arc Warden, he should be able to get like locked down long enough. I think the saving grace for that for OG is you have this tree, you have the living armor, these roots, all these ways to prolong a fight and maybe keep him alive. But I think if NiP just play off of their strong timing, they are such a great team with Coddle TB. Charlie has carried this team so many times with Terrorblade.
Yeah.
So I think they have the answers for the Arc Warden, so I think NiP should be able to take this. But it'll be hard.
So there's two very unique drafts in there.
Yeah.
Lizard, which way you going, my friend?
Lizard.
Oh, sorry, Harry Freak. I'm so used to doing it.
Fight.
Just putting him in the same boat at this point. First time I've done that, mind.
Yeah, sure. I'm going for NiP. I'm going for NiP. I already gave you the reasons.
Yeah.
I guess that's...
All right, let's see which way it's going to go. We've got Lyrical and Trent ready to bring us the action. I'm not going to mess up their names, at least a bit. Obviously, I don't care enough about Harry Freak, but we care what the commentators have got to say for this game. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm much better looking
Really
than
great
Pigeon. I'm an actual
hosting there.
man.
How you doing, Lyrical?
Lyrical's not there. He left you.
Oh, yeah, apparently he abandoned me.
You guys, don't worry.
Oh, there he is.
Hey guys, how's it going, Kyle? We're ready to go, man. Dude, the panel is just this is one of the great things about Dota panels. You make one mistake and then everybody just gives you crap about it for several years afterwards. But man,
I'll take it. I'll take it on the chin.
but holy crap, Trent, we got an Arc Warden. It's absolutely insane. I haven't seen this hero in forever, and I'm wondering if we're going to get to see the Mighty Midas, or if that item is truly dead, as Snako already taken a little bit of a damage up there. I don't know.
Tough call, right? Because you had the Necro book was so good that it got nerfed as well. So now it's just like, well, I don't even know anymore. It's like the two like early accelerating items have both been kind of nuked down for the Arc Warden as of late. But the more we take away gold from the game, the theoretically better Midas gets every time, right?
True enough, man. I could dig it, definitely. I think that it's no longer the reliable gold anymore, like the other ones, as we see already Charlie just breaking down some of these trees and making Seb very upset. Speaking of which, Seb was kind of upset before the game got started, too. He tweeted out, "We really need more gold from kill and assist. Dota gameplay is depressing right now." And then they pick Arc Warden. So I'm getting mixed messages here.
Well, he's following his own trends here, you know. I guess how did they win, right? It was all the early game dives and like constant aggression and everything, and building off of that. They also like to farm people's streaks too. You know, they were definitely about killing people. So the further away that gets in Dota, the less happy I'm sure Seb will be. Makes sense.
Man, that's what happens. You win 2 TIs, you get your style nerfed, get owned. Sad stuff though. I think that they're definitely a good enough team that they can make other things work. He's gonna be playing on his tree again and gonna be laning with the Weaver, trying to get some early aggression. It seemed like the panel really digging the Charlie Terrorblade. They're digging NiP's draft as a whole. You kind of picking up what they're putting down?
For the most part, yeah. I could see some potential issues based on just like the Puck and the Bounty Hunter. Obviously, they are very reliant on kills, and as well, we just talked about, kills aren't worth as much as they used to be, and of course, they require a certain degree of execution that you just, you know, you're relying on your own vision, being better than the enemy teams. You're relying on being heroes that you can lock down and actually kill, which there's some difficulties with in this game. The best thing they have though is like Coil is like the end all be all this game. If Supreme plays like peak Puck, he can definitely carry this game through. I don't think it's just on Charlie.
Okay, that's something to watch for, definitely. And of course, always trying to find that backline, getting mid one is going to be really important. But the heroes, if you do manage to stick onto them, they're pretty squishy. Speaking of which, Sumail playing the safe lane Quap. Down here bottom with No Tail, probably see him make some rotations and maybe see if he can set up something mid later on, maybe giving Sumail a little bit more of the free farm and experience as well. But this is an interesting laning setup that they've got here for OG.
Well, it's kind of nice in terms of being like a position 5 shaker. You're not going to get very many better cores for like giving you some room, right? Like he might rotate on the earlier end and give you a lane. He's someone who you can just straight up set up kills with. Even like No Tail playing like this right now on Era, there's got to be some threat where he's thinking like, okay, where's Queen of Pain? Like how close is she? Because she might just pop on you and suddenly blow you up.
Right. And she has already taken that 1 point in Blink, so if they need to, that's one's not quite on the right mark there as Saberlight got on the other side of the fissure. But yeah, Sumail can make that blink forward or, jump away afterwards if things are getting a little bit too tenuous. And he's actually taking a lot of damage from Saberlight here. Just going for the 1-1 build on the bounty.
See if you can sap some more gold from these guys as they will get the first kill with a dive.
Wow.
On to Saneko.
That's big. Real nice. So they take him down. We'll lose the Weaver for it, but I think you're fairly happy with that as Seb just going to tank through some creep wave here and turn on to Charlie. Very willing to brawl early on this tree.
Yeah, the offlane tree, pretty much only Seb plays this. This has not been brought up by many other people. I feel like a couple teams tried it after OG did it, but he has certain ideas that he makes this work with. Like before the rework and everything too, what was funny is that he would never take any points in the Nature's Guise, right? Like when it was an actual ability, because everyone know you're just gonna kill the trees anyway, right? So you just skip the points, you just stay in lane and farm. When you look at him like that and you actually dedicate items to this hero, the main problems he used to have when you play him as support, like if you can't actually trade hits that well, because you don't have that great of HP regen, your armor is not that incredible or anything, but when you're able to afford things like boots and Orb of Venom right away, then it doesn't matter if you have, all that regen and everything, because just no one can stand toe-to-toe versus you.
And that's only made worse now with Nature's Grasp being in there. It's like that huge damage over time that comes in as a deny from Era down bottom. Well played. They managed to make that work for themselves down bottom here. And Sumail just going to have to salve up afterwards. Actually, still going to be going for a bottle as we're getting close to that 5-minute mark. See where the bounty runes go to. Supreme's going to pick up an invis, head back towards mid. No one's going to be a little sad to see that as he's actually a level behind the puck right now. Not having a terrible time, 17-5 on this Arc Warden right now. But obviously, it's a bit of a tough matchup.
Yeah, he was actually very close to a potential kill earlier in the lane too, just like narrowly missed with a Spark Wraith. And well, it's mostly Supreme just like properly predicting how Arc Warden plays, because I'm taking it as he's played against quite a few in the mid in his pubs and whatnot. He's gonna try this Invis rune top. It looks like before he gets 6. It's a long walk though. He's just gonna wait for the bounty rune.
Okay. Yeah. Again, the other thing to keep in mind with OG throughout these entire event has been some of the ping issues that might come about, which is something we'll keep our eyes on and see how that all works out for these players. But in the meantime, Supreme takes that bounty rune. Oh no, excuse me. Sock's able to take it away from him.
Yeah, and now he's not going to get the other one either because he just assumes that the Weaver's going to beat him there as well. Whereas at the same time, I believe Soxa made the same assumption that the puck's going to finish and get there first too. So now the rune's just going to chill.
Nice. Fermentation going on. They leave the other one up on the high ground for Supreme, so if he needs to, can retreat back to it in his own jungle. But a really chill early start to this game as Sumail took some more damage down bottom and then has to just back out. Both Sumail and the Terrorblade haven't really had great starts to this one so far if you just look at the CS numbers.
And Soxa is pushing this to the limit. They have a sentry down though because they were trying to find a ward in case he was sniping couriers. Oh. Yeah.
He just backs out, goes the other direction. And Seb, appreciating what he's seeing, he's like, yeah, Weaver can do whatever he wants. He's fine.
That used to be a combo too, right? It's like some Goblack drafts, right? Treant, Weaver, OD, just like dive towers with Weaver constantly, give him living armor. But no living armor on the Treants early these days.
Mm-mm. And No Tail, unfortunately, looks like he is going to go down there. Fissure, not going to connect onto the puck. And, well, one more punch comes from Saberlight to get the kill.
Yeah, and that's without the Dream Coil, too. So just very good for them. Soon the track gold will be coming out. Start stacking up even further. They're just
Sumail.
nuking him every time, eh? Just like mangoing, casting all their spells, and he's dropping his bottle for no tail, so he'll get some benefit of his death.
I mean, it's really this Bassi and like Soul Ring build on Saberlight. You look at how much damage it is nuke wise, but they're gonna try and punish now, turning on Saberlight. But look at the turnaround. Sumail, it's dropped down very low. They have another deny in hand if they want to go for it. Era gonna wait for him to duke down just a little bit further, gets the deny, and up top they will kill off the Coddle as well. So pretty interesting laning setup that NiP have put together here. Is Era dead? No.
It's Charlie up top. They're going in on the same time. But this is so dangerous, dude. Oh, man. He's just got so much armor. Like, you hit him with a Shikuchi and you think, like, okay, yeah, we got him, guys. And you start right-clicking and you're like, yeah, this isn't doing anything. Oh, man. And now back bottom.
Dude, what is happening in this game? The early aggression, a little bit of a misplay there. Sumail does have blink away, so he's going to be fine.
Back top.
And up top, Seb, he goes in and Supreme makes the rotation, finds the kill. They pop Metamorphosis for this one, so they might even be able to get some extra damage onto the tower or just farm up the jungle here, depending on what Charlie wants to do. Back and forth we go.
Good start with the first coil here. By the time the next one's around, we might have 6 on Saberlight, just because it looks like Era's not here. He's making his way back down now, but he's at least going to get both the range creeps. Oh, no. Should have killed that thing first, dude. Don't need support. Get back in time.
Not great. That's the real way to play Team Dota.
Yeah, that's right.
They got level 6 on Sumail. This could be a good moment for them to try and get aggressive onto NiP, but now realizing it, Saberlight and Era are going to kind of keep their distance away from that Sonic Wave. As, man, you know, normally it's the Queen of Pain that's the annoying one throwing out the daggers, but this like level 3 Shuriken Toss, this 300 damage over and over. Saksa, again, up top is going to get killed off by Supreme.
They tried to make an aggressive play onto Charlie, onto Zaneko just as the Metamorphosis was ending. So Charlie just kind of stood there and took away like half their HP. And then they both backed and were like, oh, okay, whatever, we'll just regen up. But obviously, that takes a little bit of time. Supreme got there first with the silence, so.
Well, and as we were talking about, Sumail makes the kill happen onto Saberlight with his level 6. So yeah, a little bit of a over-aggression up top.
Yeah, but here comes Puck as the coil.
Oh my god, they're going back in again. Oh, poor Sumail. He's gonna go down. Dude, Supreme is freaking killing it right now on this Puck.
It is a extremely good coil game. It's just like anyone he coils just dies. Like, especially because, again, living armor just not a thing in the early game for Tree Protector players. The only hope they'll have would be the eventual Aghanims from the Weaver.
Right. Yeah, and that's, I mean, you know, a long, long ways off considering already 3 deaths on Saksa and trying to get in towards Treads next. Needs some of those small items just remain a relevant hero. Well, they're also trying to go. Mid one does take down Saberlight. Well, up top, they take down Saneko. So dual kills on multiple different lanes, and Seb's just running at Charlie underneath the tower with Sumail showing up as well. They use the overgrowth. Seb is taking a lot of damage here. He's got to be careful as he backs out the illusion, still trying to run him down, and he will not quite be able to get the kill. Man, dude, what are you doing? This guy's crazy.
Now, Sox's tier, the bugs are up in 1 second.
You got to run away, Charlie. Oh, Metamorphosis. He's trying to turn and fight. This dude's insane. He doesn't have Sunder right now. Doesn't have any points left for it. Gets level 8 off of this. And now he can do it. Pop the stick charge, turn around with the Sunder. He's trying to bait it. And didn't level it up. He's just going to kill him to death. Okay. That works. Whatever.
Team?
Dude. Oh my god. If they're not careful now with this Sunder, they turn it around onto the Weaver, blow him up. Sumail now turning to try and fight. You gotta get out of here. Charlie is a monster.
Meanwhile, Supreme just killed mid one in the mid lane with Era as well. I think I know what happened there was that No-Tail was like waiting for the perfect moment to Fisher. Like he's like waiting for when he saw the Sunder was coming or something. And then Soxa just couldn't go in, I guess.
It looked like he was on cooldown for a second too. I don't know if he used it earlier maybe or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, that was very strange. Just a miscommunication, I guess, as Supreme is going to be able to get the jaunt away. Regardless, NiP 2K gold lead.
What's worse is that's like the 3rd time this game the exact same thing happened. Where someone's just trading right clicks and Charlie's like, okay. This is fine.
Yeah, he doesn't really care that much. Bugs are going to get on him here. Trying to keep some pressure off of this bottom tier 1 tower. But I'm trying to figure out what the plan is at this point. Because it's 11 minutes in, you know, your Terrorblade and Puck are top net worths. And it doesn't really feel like the supports are really hurting that much either. It feels like NiP is getting everything they want.
Who actually found that mango tree? It was like the nobody found. Did you see that?
I did not see that one.
It's the Dire. So it dropped somewhere. No one picked it up, I'm guessing, right? If you like look at the Dires, I think TB's illusion might have killed it or something when he was close. I'm not sure.
Got it.
I feel like that happens with Meepo. It does the same thing.
Ooh. Stolen overgrowth, though. Need to be careful about overextending, or you just kill Era. Seb, he's tracked up. They have another round of Shuriken in just a second. Sumail taking a lot of damage there. Another couple punches, but no blink. Or rather, no extra damage before the blink is available. So Saberlight has to back out.
Dude, I'm hunting for this mango tree, but I don't see it.
It's gone. It's gone forever.
It's lurking somewhere underneath something.
Don't
It's
they
still
normally...
just listed.
Can't you normally not see items if they're dropped in Fog of War, even if you're observer? I feel like that was a thing.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
I'm
it's to be a
wrong.
neutral camp. Anyway, Will-O-Wisp mid.
Mid one. He's in some trouble here. Can drop down the magnetic field, but it won't matter. He goes down. Yep. And no chance for an echo, even for a turnaround. They take down No Tail afterwards. Coil chasing. They knew Seb was off to the side. He's got to run. Breaks the coil right at the end. Don't think he meant to do it that way. Track is now on Seb. Will go down. And it is fallen off the rails right now for OG, who are going to lose 3 and a tier 1 tower.
So much gold. Oh, the tracks are just flying from Saberlight. I think he just finished his phase boots as well. He's going to be so fast. I love the Soul Ring build as well. They don't need a mango tree. It's fine.
Right?
Just leave it on the ground somewhere.
Hey man, spot on. Give him handicap odds. That's the way that they got to play it. But geez, 6-13, a 4,000 gold lead, and I mean,
it's planted. I'm an idiot. All right, we're good.
all right, nice.
We're good. We're good. I don't know why it popped up as unowned, but they have planted in their base, so we're all right.
Sumail just got one too.
Yeah, there you go.
Top lane, Seb trying to pressure the tower. Mid one's here as well. Looks like he is going to be going for the Maelstrom instead. Highest net worth on his team right now, and I mean, I guess that this is somewhat maybe to be expected since they've got like this Arc Warden in their draft who really doesn't do much right now. Did you say so?
Yeah, I think the Maelstrom's good. They have the TB too. It's just like literally all of Arc Warden's first items just got nerfed.
Right.
Right? Like Maelstrom has been completely gutted. Necro's been gutted. Midas has been gutted. So Maelstrom's probably the best out of this scenario. But yeah, they kind of just have to play around him right now because you've seen what happens when they get spread out at all.
Mm-hmm.
Sumail's going for the Orchid first, so just going with the full-on pure aggro build. See if that'll be enough.
Oh, they break the take of the outpost, and Seb gonna go down in just a second. Supreme even gonna commit the coil for that one. Saberlight getting super low. Does he walk back in? Oh, he almost walked back in, and then he just grasped, but will live. Gets away yet again.
I really thought he was about to like pixel his way onto that. That was like directly next to it, but they finally get that bottom tower. I feel like that took a little while.
Yeah.
Still a pretty commanding lead here, though, for NiP.
Yeah.
A bit of underestimation, perhaps. They are very far ahead right now.
Well, and what is the point where like it starts to get easier for OG? Is there like sort of a timing that this lineup hits that works for the OG lineup?
There's always the classic Arc Warden fight where like, you know, he pops off and he just kills like 3 people and you just can't do anything because like, maybe your initiator just dies right away, right? Like maybe Supreme's gonna like get Orchided or something after Yule's and just die.
Okay.
And then no matter how strong your TB is, those magnetic fields can just ruin his day.
Okay. So OG picked
not easy.
Oh my God! Supreme just jumped in and stole that DD right in front of Sumail's face, and then gave him the greetings. Yeah, I guess that's the thing is like hold out, stop the pressure whenever possible. They're even going to glyph for this tier 2 tower for a little bit to try and get their other lanes pressured. Looks like, but OG, it's very much in sit back and hold out for a later fight, a later day.
If NiP are too headstrong going high ground, that could be a problem as well, but I'm sure they'll probably play it fairly patient. And I think they can kind of afford to play it at least like mildly patiently because they have the puck, just like such a good hero for pickoffs. And they go, oh man, he just goes right in with that Yules. He wants his kill.
Found him on mid one. They don't have much left of that metamorphosis, but it looks like NiP are not going to tempt fate. Seb is here though. They find a couple. Rooted for the moment is Puck. He's under control. Supreme manages to get that jaunt out, but they're still chasing. Soxa wanting to get onto Supreme, but they manage to blink away. And NiP make the escape.
Well, dip in, dive back out, go back and farm, force all the rotations back to the base from OG. Could be thinking about Roche pretty soon. Typically, like bounty hunters like to go for those like solar crests and everything, but it's not that great this game other than Roche. So he's going for like the pipe instead because yeah, it's much more magical based that they have to worry about, right? Especially like going high ground.
Yeah. The potential danger coming from an Echo Slam or something like that. It's definitely got to be wary of. Supreme spotted, hey, there's a Weaver over there, then runs away. Slowly and steadily, this Weaver's been building up towards the Aghanim Scepter also, and you can see that Seb is just going to try and cut these waves whenever possible. He's going for a Necro Book himself and almost has it, but is going to be chased. Era and Saberlight nearby. He manages to finish the recipe and does get pretty good movement speed out of there. He's a quick boy. He gets away. Oh, that happened.
Meanwhile.
Yeah, it's tough. It's hard.
So squishy. Did 1,037 damage there. Just like, there's nothing you can do as a Weaver player.
No. Just have more HP. That's
yeah.
the only answer.
Don't be a support hero. I mean, he even has treads. Like, I guess he probably had no one charges or something.
Yeah. Well, the Nether Shawl is like nice in a way, but I mean, also getting that armor reduction, stuff like that, that's not a great thing. There's a bunch of right clicks coming in or what have you. But 8,000 gold lead. Each one of these pickoffs that much more deadly because of the track gold that can come through. And NiP walking up onto the high ground. Going to see Soxa here. Underneath the ward as well. Do they want to just fully commit for the kill onto him?
He's got 5 seconds till coil, but he can just Yules them.
Yeah. And the silence afterwards, the chase down is there, and they don't even need the coil. Dude, he dies so quick. Holy crap. But back on the other side, Charlie also takes down No Tail. So 2 of OG heroes going down rather rapidly.
I don't know if they thought that they could find like a good numbers fight there, maybe. They were thinking that there were 2 heroes chasing, so this is a good opportunity for us. Could have been the case.
Well, in the meantime, too, they do push out the lane, take the tier 1 tower, and are able to somewhat escape before NiP can close in on him. Seb is off to the side, but there is a ward over here. You got to be careful about their movements. They should see that Seb is nearby. Yule Scepter lift up. Down on the south side, onto Sumail. He doesn't have any way to take off this silence. The coil comes immediately afterwards. He blows up. They're trying to control Era and see if they can bring down one. This freaking Ignis Fautus is so annoying for them. No Tail trying to walk away. Still holding another Echo Slam. Does not have a way to take off that silence, though. The Overgrowth comes out. Manta immediately taking all of that off. Trying to bring down Saberlight. That's actually doing a ton of damage in the back lines. And Charlie also under control. OG, are they actually doing it? Sunder comes out at the last second. Oh, no, they're not. No. Holy moly, that hurt. Time lapse, trying to run away, and he is going to be able to escape, but damn, that hurt.
Nothing personal.
I can't believe they almost found it there. That would have been an absolutely incredible kill. But, I mean, that was all with Sumail getting picked off to start that fight without like any contribution, too. You can see that things are so surprisingly dangerous for NiP.
Well, and you imagine how different that looks if you just happen to have as... Oh, no, not again. Oh, no. Sumail, a clumsy net, and one punch from Charlie finishes him off. The DD Terrorblade. Oh, 8-0-4. He is having a hell of a game.
That's the all stats, baby. 183 plus 183.
Right? Jesus. Oh God, another
coil.
kill. You're just dying one by one. No tail, don't finish the TP. Run away. All right.
I feel like he wanted to. You know, there was something in his brain that just said, "Do it."
Yeah, just go. Absolutely.
Make this end.
Yeah, it's not looking great. Not looking great. Does he? How close is he to Blink Dagger? Now he's getting closer to Boots. That'll help. But it's been a poverty mode game for the Earthshaker.
Yeah, but he's got the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
There you go. Something.
Maybe he can make a wish for a Blink Dagger. Maybe that's what his heart truly desires, and then he'll get it.
I don't think that's not the Philosopher's Stone.
Isn't it? I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
The Mayor of Erised. Come on now. Let's go, boy.
What does the Philosopher's Stone do? I've never read Harry Potter.
Well, luckily you have kids now, so you'll be able to do that for them. But I can tell you about it later, because I think the game might be... we gotta watch carefully. Blink and you miss it. No tail? Oh, chase down. Punches coming in. Ignis Fatuus pulls them all back together. Mid one is going to drop. That is 2 dead. The tier 2 tower likely to boot. As Seb trying to run away. Saberlight still chasing this guy down. But they are going to instead head down south, kill off Sumil yet again. 14,000 gold lead. 8-26. My God.
Walk it down, guys. Now he's on to Soxa. He's gonna hit him with that orb. You know he is. Oh, he's going back into the living armor. All right, Soxa's that's smart. He wants that next creep wave. He's like, it's the only way. Oh, he's actually still going home. Damn.
Yeah, it's probably the better play. You don't want to end up losing like that. I mean, they still haven't broken high ground. It's an Arc Warden draft. You know, things could turn around maybe. Am I selling you?
Now we're going to Blink Dagger on Shaker.
Okay.
If No Tail waddles his way in here, I will just be so pleased, because that would be rather hilarious to watch, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, they're gonna need some like crazy. They initiate on No Tail, and then Weaver time lapses him, and that's his initiation. You know.
They gank him, he gets out, and then they time lapse him back in for the Echo Slam. Like,
exactly.
Wow, that would be the play.
I like that idea a lot. Mjolnir done. Mid one.
NiP are just so confident right now that they're not even roshing, because they just know that they don't even want to bother. They just want to keep killing them every time they leave the base. And like going to Rosh at least gives them like some sort of an AoE opportunity for the side of OG.
Yeah, that's fair. And that's why they just, oh God. Oh no, silence onto 3, coil onto 2. They break it and break them. NiP. It is a freaking pounding as they jump forward, find the Earthshaker. That is his first echo of the game, I think, and he's going to get it thrown back in his face. He's not careful. My goodness gracious. This is a hell of a beatdown.
That combo is so good, the Coddle and the Puck together.
Oh, yeah. Can't really do much to stop it. Well, the double bubble, but the back away. Charlie still has Sunder, still has Manta. Nobody really presenting a target, though, for him to Sunder somebody on.
Dude, that's insane that's just the clone, though. Like, that's...
Yeah.
That is the fear of Arc Warden right there.
Wow.
Now would have been a pretty good time to Rosh, though, but they tried to pressure the tier 3 instead.
And they didn't get that much damage onto it.
They actually have a lot of meta left. They can go for this.
Oh, is this... I guess they used Echo, too, so...
Yeah.
They're not...
It's fine.
Okay.
You have Will-O-Wisp, and you have Echo now. You know, the tables have turned. They're still just going to say, no, not worth.
Interesting. Very, very conservative gameplay coming from NiP. This match, I think, does still matter for them. I think if they win 2-0... then they get seeded slightly higher, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they can improve their seeding. I think you're correct. Whereas I think for OG, it doesn't matter at all.
Well, they could potentially get relegated. That's the other issue.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that is true. They want to finish in the... Yeah. OG relegated.
That would be less than ideal. Oh my God, Supreme. He's crazy. He just jumps in. They missed the fissure there, unfortunately. Thinking about the overgrowth, walking into the pit. A lot of damage out on a mid one, and he's just going to get demolished yet again. Do they have any type of control here? No Tail is dead yet again. Seb going to get ran down. And just like that, 4 are gone. Going to be the clone afterwards. GG, it's over. My goodness.
I feel like Queen of Pain has been the absolute most polarizing hero I have watched in, like, I don't even know, years. I feel like literally there are some games where she goes 23-1 and